afternoon. The second topic I was asked to provide some feedback on, the second selection from the Google form, was about the Continuous Improvement Toolkit, or the CI Toolkit. So I'm going to do my best to do that. I can tell you that in perusing it a little bit, parts of it are up to date, parts of it aren't. I don't believe at this point it is meeting ODE's expectations, but that is my opinion only. So the only way I am able to get there consistently is by going to OLAC. And yes, I know there's another way to get there, but I can't remember what it is. And when the screen comes up, I go back and there's the CI Toolkit. It's the last one on the stream. So when you click that, you get to the public side of the CI Toolkit. And these are things anyone can see. You've got tools and resources for supporting improvement, going deeper into areas of practice, and measuring progress of the SSOS, that's us, through a common set of metrics. The topics at the top, we went through this a year or so ago, are pretty much just general information about us as an SST and what we do. So we can click for more information about SSTs and ESCs because the state system of support encompasses both of those entities. So that one takes us to the OESCA. And this one takes us to, the state support team page on the ODE website. So that is not any new information. Service delivery, these are all things we've seen also. The tiers of service, the areas of practice, the eligibility for service. So what they have done, from what I can tell, is just taken this opportunity to put a lot of the tools that have been floating around out there wherever in one place. Inclusive instructional and organizational leadership. These are things we've seen. The draft copy of the Inclusive Instruction Organizational Leadership Coach's Guide. I'm not sure I've looked at that one. But to sustain an open culture and all of the, we have seen these things before. So there is the Coach's Guide, and it does not have a year on it, so that may be new or incredibly old. Sorry, I cannot remember. I'm sure one of you remembers when it is from. We've got professional learning materials, and again, these are things that are available to the public. So people can get into the August Institutes, what we do in quad meetings. There are no webinars or any others, but those are the PowerPoints from the last 3 years' quad meetings. The foundational resources we deal with, all those documents that are passed out to us are available to everyone. The OIP resources, all of those things. So this is all public information. If you want to see what the secret information is, it's just for SSTs, click on the little people icon up here. And it will prompt you to log in. I was already logged in from earlier today, so if your username is your email, your password, I believe, is something super secret that we were emailed at one point. If you have no idea what your password is, you're going to need to contact Jeff, I believe, and he can get you hooked up with that or help you find that. For the documents, these are things that only those with a login can get to. So I am assuming SSTs, ESCs. For meetings, there's the notes from the quad meeting are in here. PBIS has some information, the Ocali videos, some network information, the recognition things. If you go to the LMS trainings, what it is going to do is ask you to sign in through your OHID account and go to LMS and then find the trainings. So the trainings themselves are not housed here, but it does direct you where to go to get to those trainings, and that is through your OHID account. There are no Ocali videos. I had checked that earlier. We've got some PBIS network offerings. Early Childhood PBIS has information there. SST grant support agreements. are the Moodle for the coaching sessions. That is for some of the things that we have been working on as an SST, some of the work groups through Word Farmers. Let's see if I can get in. Apparently I can't. Okay, I have no idea. Oh, that's Word Farmers. That's not even the Moodle. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't know how to get into the Moodle because I would have assumed that would have taken us there. But apparently it didn't. Well, that's fun. They have started on some work around the OIP process. So one needs assessments and triggers, that's last year's. Same for the one needs assessment users manual. The quad meetings. There is an introductory OIP PD that is supposed to be housed on this site. I thought it would be here by now and it is not. They also put the ODE one-pagers in here. So those can be found on other places, but it says step 11. I think it means step 1. I sure hope so. I hope they haven't made it an 11-step process. So these one-pagers, we have seen those before. They've been around for a few years. Those are also housed on this site. Gotta be honest, I know I offered to discuss this and dig into it. Most of these only have the one-pager on them. There is not currently a lot in the CI Toolkit that I see as being useful to our work. It's a nice place to house a lot of information, but some of us have already found other ways to access this information. Those of you who are newer to the SST are probably getting more use out of it because this is a nice housing place for all these materials that some of us have just found other workarounds for in the last so many years. I do know one thing that they are working on with this is trying to narrow down what are the top tools, to put dates on those top tools, and to have everything that is current housed in this site. That was the plan the last time I was involved in a conversation about it. But it is a nice place for resources. I am not aware that it's really going to do much more for us at this point, other than be a place where materials are kept and we can get to things. I know that wasn't very helpful, and I'm sorry about that. Oh, look, it lists upcoming events. Oh, no, it doesn't. It just puts a picture of happy people who are at some past event. I'm sorry. I'm not sure why this isn't measuring up as they hoped it would. Now I'm just clicking through some things. The SIPR, which is taking the place at one point of the OIPR, O-I-P-I-R. But we really haven't heard much about this lately. And it looks like this. See, now I've clicked on it and I have to open it. Yes, if you notice, the wording on this says that the Moving Your Numbers District Self-Assessment Guide will be further refined over the 1920 school year. As a refresher, we are in the 21-22 school year. So apparently, if it was further refined, no one thought to upload it. Yeah, so in the interest of maintaining employment with the SST, I think I will wrap this up now and cease my personal opinions on the continuous improvement toolkit's up-to-date functions, although I will tell you, as a place to find some resources that we use frequently, it is very useful for that. Thank you.